All right, once you're on this screen, you're going to open ProPresenter. ProPresenter is found on the bottom of the toolbar here, and it's this orange little icon. You just got to wait a little bit for it to open up. All right, so once ProPresenter has opened up, you can see here that I have a playlist. I already have the Sunday Services playlist from what we used to use in the past. So this is English, Spanish, evening. There's even the dramas that we refer to during special occasions. But in this particular case, you're not going to worry about what's under the Sunday Services tab because we're no longer using that. Our playlist, we will be refreshing weekly depending on the day. And so to upload the playlist, you're going to go to this plus sign right next to the library and you're going to click it. And then you're going to go to Planning Center Service. And this is what we use to communicate with the worship team and also know what songs we will be singing. So sometimes it's going to ask you for the login. If it does, no worries. You're going to click on Media Shout 777. And then the password is going to be, and it's found here also in the notes in case you're ever needing to refer to it, it's SOUNDMIN123 exclamation mark. And so that's capital SOUNDMIN123 exclamation mark. Once you've got that, you just sign in and it's going to make sure that you accept the authorization that's required of it and you're going to allow that. And then here you're going to see all the services that have been created by the director. We have our Sunday morning services, which is what I already have uploaded here on our left. It's February the 5th. And then we have our evening services as well as our Spanish service. And just so you know, Sunday morning service refers only to the English service. Sunday evening service refers only to the evening service, and now we have a Spanish service tab. I've already uploaded the English service, which is found under Sunday morning service, and now I'm going to upload the Spanish service. So all I got to do is click on the February 5th under the Spanish service folder, and then I'm going to click select, and I got to wait till it uploads. Sometimes it takes a little while. Awesome. So now we have our playlist, well, our Spanish playlist for that Sunday service. The first one is always English and the second one is always going to be Spanish. So let's try uploading now the evening. Same deal. Click on Planning Center and now you're going to go to the evening, February 5th. You're going to click it and select. And it will order itself right under the Spanish. Awesome. So now we have English, Spanish, and bilingual. So let's take a look at the English service. As you can see, the songs automatically upload. And this is a great feature because depending on the title of the song, the ProPresenter will look through their library and see if they have the song that Planning Center is requesting. And luckily, all the songs that were listed under Planning Center are found in ProPresenter. So that's already organized for us. And we don't have to worry about anything, which is great. Now, when it comes for additional videos or the pastor's sermons, those are things we can upload separately. And I'll get to that later. But as you can see here, we have our bumper video, which is a video that we show before the pastor walks up, and that's already uploaded too, because the director uploads that for us. Here we have scripture passage and readers, and we'll get to adding those small features to it. But the bulk of the idea is that the songs have uploaded just by uploading the playlist. Now let's go to the Spanish. Notice that the order still remains the same, but now everything is in Spanish. So we have our worship songs, our scripture and passages, and everything. ProPresenter did the same thing. They looked at the title found under Planning Center and they tried to see if they had it in their library. ProPresenter typically does their best that they can in trying to upload the correct song for us, but sometimes they fail and we have to kind of fix that. So let's take a look at the first song, Gloria al Rey. I click on that first song. It looks great, but I'm not sure if this is exactly the order that the music director is going to be leading it in. And sometimes that's why it helps to go to Saturday practice to make sure that the order is going to be in the right format. However, we can always refer to our Planning Center app to make sure that at least the lyrics and the song, all those small details are correct. As you can see here in this first song, we have the title and we have now all the slides listed in their specified verses. SP refers to Spanish, and you'll see why later on in the bilingual service it helps to identify English and Spanish verses. English verses will always just say verse 1, and Spanish verses will always just say like verse 1 SP, and that'll be their identification. So we love this. We love how this song already looks. It looks really pretty formatted, but right now the current format that we're using is a different one. So in order to change the theme of these like text, we're going to click on the title, then we're going to go to theme, and then we're going to scroll down to New Life Baptist Church and click on lower thirds. When we click on it, you automatically see that it changed the text for all the slides. And this is great. You can do that for any song that you want, all the songs. It depends on the season. It depends on also the kind of audience you're serving. If it's going to be a youth song and you want to make these lower thirds a little bit more fun and bubbly, you can always change that by just going to themes, creating your own, or using the ones that we have here in our packet. So we even have some like Bethel Church lower thirds. We have like all these cool little other formats that can make it fun for you to change it. But right now we're using that one. And so I do that and I make sure that, hey, it's all great. Now, one of the other things that we're going to be doing moving forward is that we're going to be changing all our arrangements of this year and labeling it as 2023. As you can tell, this song says Gloria al Rey, and then it has Rafael listed next to it. Previously, we used to just create an arrangement based on who was leading the music. However, for this year, we're going to be editing those arrangements and just labeling them as 2023 so that if we ever need to look back to it, it was from that specific year. And so I go first. Let me just go back. I come here and I go to arrangements. I click on that. And then I click on this little like drop bar. And then I click on manage arrangements. And I'm going to delete evening because we're only going to be having one arrangement per song per year, unless otherwise specified. So this evening is not relevant anymore, and you'll see why for our bilingual services. So you're just going to like put that minus sign and it'll take it away. Now to edit this current arrangement, all I got to do is double click and then type in 2023 and then press enter. And that's it. So now this is labeled 2023. And it's still in the order that most likely we will be singing it in. So you don't have to like necessarily drop every new verse from the top. And I'll tell you what that is in a bit too. But that's how you edit the theme of a song and change the arrangement.